central midfield. Oh no, Kanua got crosses over to Jejo Kocha and it's a goal.
That was quite a game between Manchester United and Crystal Palace. This is Viewingcenterng, the platform where we showcase, analyze, and discuss football. With me here is a Manchester United fan that I'll be asking a few questions. Hope United.
GGMU. Glory, glory, Manchester United.
Okay. So, how do you feel today about this match?
Devastated. Can't say more than that because the performance was not up to par at all. They didn't play as I expected. We've won our last two matches, I think, and though the performances were not like very, very good, but still we came out with a win. This was devastating. The players really didn't perform well.
Oh, I understand how you feel, that you're devastated about the whole match. So, what do you believe happened today exactly? Why was the match? Why was it like that?
Firstly, we started without a striker, which I really think affected us in the long run. It looked like it was coming out well at first, but like later, down to the game, at the end, we could see we were missing the presence of a striker in the box. So I think that was one of the main reasons. And by the time we realized that, by the time we brought in the strikers, it was already too late. The players didn't just turn up today, basically. They didn't turn up.
Okay, so like you said there was not a striker. So now let me ask you now, should we say because there was not a striker to start the game from earlier, or was it because the defense was not tight enough? Was that the reason why Manchester United, was that the reason why they lose to this game?
To be honest, they all didn't click. The attack, the midfield was a little bit better, but the defense, the attack just didn't click at all. So I think if there was a striker, probably there would, like, the chances, maybe the half chances we saw might have turned into a goal if there was a striker, just maybe, because even our strikers are not really playing well this season. But I think that's one of the major reasons why we couldn't even get a goal in this match. Most why I feel we didn't even get a goal, not even the win now. Why we didn't get a goal was because there was no presence of a striker in the team.
Okay, so let's talk about Amad Diallo's performance today. At least we can see that he tried like twice, He actually got the ball, but he wanted to score and it was impossible because he lost it. So how would you rate Amad's performance today?
He did. That's the thing, because this team has been really dependent on him, to be honest. Yeah, but we have to consider that he's still growing. He's still young. Yeah, so like he has to be a time in the team where even if he doesn't perform, people should like turn up too. He has been doing it for us, and we can't keep expecting and be depending on him to be the one always doing it. So basically, he tried today. He did what he could do. He made some shots, runs like he always does, press. He did everything he could do, but like the team didn't like just come up to par. They didn't play at the expected level. This is Manchester United we're talking about, for God's sake. We know our past histories and all that, but like the team didn't have that ability in them to win. Our attack was bad, basically. We could barely create chances. Then, like I said, the absence of a good striker in the box too added to it. So Amad did what he could do. I can't be asking for more from him when the other players are not playing well. So basically, he performed well. He tried to his best, but no other player also stepped up. So I can't blame him for the performance he dropped today.
Okay, now, so should we agree that the fact that Amad is a good player, is a very, very fine player, that the other players did not compliment him? Should we agree on that?
Basically, yes. Because if you watch all the matches we've played this season, I don't want to say outstanding, but he has been our best player most of the time. He's always the one coming out, performing, scoring the goals, sometimes giving the assist. Most of the matches that we've won this season, Amad has always been the standout player, to be honest. Maybe Bruno sometimes too. But like I said, like you asked me now, that should we say the other? Yes, most of them don't. Not like these players. Most of these players, we've seen them play before. Most of them have the abilities. We saw when Euro was in Lille, I think. We saw when Ugarte was at Sporting Lisbon and PSG, even though he didn't have many game time at PSG. We've seen Mainu play for us and played really good. We've seen Garnacho on his best form. But like these players are not keeping up with this performance. They're not matching the performance of Amad, basically. Bruno does sometimes even better than most of them, but it has to be a week in, week out thing. Like consistency has to be there. If we are going to be a serious club, they all have to step up. Basically, they all have to play better. And I don't know, might be from the coaching department too, but the attack, we don't create clear-cut chances, and we can barely say this method we used to use to score. Like, and today again, maybe it's an experiment just to see, because Mino actually played as a 10 last week and he really did well. But like today, he just showed that he can't play as the striker for us. He can't play up front for us. So our strikers need to either step up or go into the market and look for a better striker, to be honest.
Okay, so now let's talk about the other players' performance. The likes of Garnacho, the likes of Bruno Fernandes. We have at the point they brought in Zexig later, and let's talk about Martinez. We know that Martinez has injury already now. So let me first ask you before you answer the next question: Are you going to mix? Are you going to miss Martinez in the next match? Since he has injury now.
Yes, it's a very big blow. It's probably in terms of passing and line-breaking passes, Martinez is our best defender to do that for us, to be honest. He has been, I think, our last 2 matches, I think against Fulham, he was the one that scored the winning goal. And chances creation from the defense, he's most likely always the one giving that line-breaking passes, coming up front to pressure and try to give those passes. So definitely, we are going to miss him. We are really going to miss him. The aggressiveness is probably going to drop too. There's no how we're not going to miss a player like Martinez. It's so sure we're going to miss him. And I really hope we don't struggle more than the way we are struggling now because of him. But like, definitely top player. He's always the one giving our line-breaking passes. So for me, is attacking wise from the defense, he's our best player, so we're definitely going to miss him.
Okay, so now let's talk about Onana's performance today with the rest of the players that I mentioned earlier. How would you rate their performance, and what would you say about Onana? What would you say about the way So what would you say about him generally?
To be honest, I think Onana, people are always being harsh on him. To be honest, he's not the best of goalkeepers. He's not the best at like making saves and doing all that. But like he comes in for us sometimes. He really does. And today, for example, the first goal, I know some people might want to blame him for it, but like I wouldn't do that. People said he came out and he tried that he should have touched the ball and saved it or something like that. But it doesn't happen like that all the time, because Europe was the one that missed the header that went through. So I wouldn't really blame him for today. But he didn't have an extraordinary performance. It's not like he had the top performance, but I'm not going to really blame him. So I'm going to rate him like a 7 or 6 today. It was a little bit above average, but it wasn't, for me, it wasn't to be blamed for the 2 goals that happened today. It was the problem with the defense. Then for players like Zexi came in, tried to make an impact, but still nothing. Yeah. Garnacho, for me, I think he's been trying to improve this past few matches, but I've seen him play at top level. I've seen him when he just broke into the team. I've seen Garnacho's other performances, and I know he's better than this. He has the qualities. Yeah, he just probably needs to step up his game. Like the way I've been saying, the players didn't play up to par today. He has to step up. He really has to play better today to play better. To be honest, I don't know if it's the strain. I don't know if it's the training. I don't know if it's the instructions that are being given to him. But like, he has to be better. To be honest, because if you look at most of United players that have left the team, they go to other clubs to perform, and that you look at the likes of McTominay, for example. So sometimes it makes me blame. It makes me blame if I don't understand if it's the people they are playing around or the players themselves, or maybe the kind of environment the coaches have set for them. Probably, to be honest, because if you think about it, we've had players leave the club, go to other clubs to perform. Look at McTominay. Look at even when we had that, we've been struggling for a while now. Look at when we had Lukaku now. Now Rashford is gone. Imagine him going to Aston Villa too. Have a top season. So these are the things I'm saying. Like, these players need to step up at Manchester United. I get the shirt has a lot of weight to handle, to be honest. But like, you have to step up. This is Manchester United, for God's sake. So most of them they just need to improve and play better and fight for the shirt like they actually mean it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Up United.
GGMU.
All right. Thank you for your time. Yeah. So okay. So this is Viewingcenterng. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to all our channels on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you comment on all our posts. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones. Thank you.